Okay, so I have already pre-shuffled the cards because I figure you don't want to sit around and wait for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to see what the collective needs to hear. Those that are on their survival and healing journey, where you're trying to step out of survival mode and into more of a thriving kind of mentality. So here we go. Ooh. Uranus. Genius. So we got so far. Actually, I'm going to show you the card real quick. Number 9. Interesting. I've been seeing a lot of 9s. And we're only going to do one of each because I know you guys are busy. And I know that I also have work to get to. And, you know, jobs, those fun things. So I will not take up too much of your time. Angel of Soul Love. Okay, here we go. Time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. Okay. Interesting. And then, here we go, Shadow Goddess, and we're going to cut the deck. The Fawn. Have love and harmony. Here we go. Okay. And we'll wait to do the Universe Has Your Back, because those are always kind of like the best final message, I feel. We're going to get into these 3 right here. The Uranus one is Uranus. I like Uranus because I think that one's, I'm a big kid and I think that one's just the funniest one to say. But, I mean, other people, you know, like to hear Uranus instead, which, you know, tomato, potato, which also is one of those things that my kids have always said. Nobody ever says potato, so that is just stupid, but, you know, whatever. The point is, everybody has a different way of saying it. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit from the book because I'm still also learning every single one of these tarot decks. And before I read, though, I really am being called to all the colors that are kind of coming together. They blend together. It's like the blending of the chakras, like the alignment, coming into alignment through all of yourself. So the goal is to, you need to be in alignment with every single one of your chakras, which is a very tough field, especially if you are in survival mode. Many chakras can be out of balance, and that can be very difficult. That's why, you know, everything feels so chaotic when you are in survival mode. And as I say that, let me go ahead and read it. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. Oscar Wilde. I love quotes. That was a good one. The sudden bolt of a surprise that causes chaos. Uranus, the great awakener, is here to wake you up. Oof. Many people are going through an awakening. I realize this. A lot of people are going through a spiritual awakening and are not sure what to do or where to go or how to do things. There's so much information out there, and I will be posting more videos about mine and tips and tricks and stuff like that to help others. So there's a lot of information. According to myth, out of chaos emerged two expressions of deities: Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. As the higher octave of Mercury, Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. It is the planet of not only genius, but also intuition, which arrives in sudden flashes, just like lightning seemingly out of nowhere. Uranus is the revolutionary planet opening up channels to the higher mind and bringing about necessary changes which can no longer be resisted. The great humanitarian, Uranus is not really personal, and its viewpoint is one that is detached and unemotional. It symbolizes the one who doesn't really need a partner, but is friend and soulmate to everyone. Those under the influence of Uranus are objective just enough to derive reliable insight into other people's motivations. These types tend to be brainy and cool. Such detachment is needed when everything is about to be turned upside down. So, another very important element of Uranus is its link to technological advances and how the future is going to look and be. So there will be jolts and surprises in regards to your question or focus. So for those out there, pay attention to that one. It is the upstart planet, so there won't be any smooth ride here, meaning that things are going to get bumpy and things are going to get a little bit chaotic, and allow it to be. Go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways not exactly as you predicted, but better. So through your awakening and through you stepping through the survival to thriving veil, it's going to be important that you go with it. Go with the flow. It will seem as if everything is speeding up, even forced against your will, but it will not be a good idea to resist. Entertain the possibilities of what you are about to learn, and you can anticipate this change to be a liberating force offering a new course or path. Since Uranus is the planet of technology, you may find yourself having to master a new tool, a machine, a computer, or even jobs involving the internet. Go figure. Right now, YouTube. That's interesting. It is also important to point out the connection between Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality and gender identity. In fact, in Victorian England, homosexuals and transgender people were referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of a different class or background. The Uranus card says, go with it and see what happens. So, rapid changes, shocks, jolts, sudden transformations, the unexpected, revolution, government overthrows, rebellion, bucking against authority, turbulence, upset in the usual patterns, unpredictability, being knocked off balance, relocation, feeling shattered, being erratic, not staying on course, the taboo, sense of being different, going against the status quo. Okay. Autism, genius, intuition, intelligence, brotherhood and sisterhood, homosexuality and bisexuality, transgender people, skies, lightning, thunder, oddballs, nerds, science, physics, electromagnetism. I can't even speak. Electromagnetism. Oh my gosh. Struggle with that one. Why? Robots, science fiction, UFOs, aliens, foreigners. Okay. Change and revolution, shocks, genius, technology, and alternative lifestyles is the main points in that one. So, that's interesting. That is very interesting. On the Angel of Soul Love, that one is really calling to the blue, which is the throat chakra, which is your voice. It's got the two different colors, so it's making me think of the throat, the third eye, and the crown, because of the multiple colors associated with those. So it's balancing out. Oh. It is the balancing of all of the chakras, because these are your lower ones, the red, the orange, and the yellow, and then the green is the heart. And so that's the lower chakras. This is the higher chakras. The heart is the center one. So the heart is balancing out and clearing both the lower and the upper. So now is the time to look at how you value yourself. Write out your values. I'm actually doing that right now. I wrote out a bunch of them, and now I'm kind of ticking off the ones that I just don't feel like are actually me, to get back to my values again, because once I transitioned from survival mode to now thriving mode, not physically yet, it's in my mindset. That's the biggest thing, is you have to do it in the mind first and in the body before you can see it outwardly. But the values change. What you once valued may not be the same when you're in survival mode to when you're in thriving mode. So, and again, as I just said, the world around you is simply a reflection of your inner world, beliefs, and feelings. There is a person or group of people in your life at present who keeps putting you down and undervaluing what you say or do. The Angel of Soul Love realizes that this is a painful and hurtful situation for you, and has shown up in your reading today to help you work through and heal this issue. From a higher perspective, all happens as an act of love. The people in your life at present are simply here to help you face your own feelings of inadequacy, self-worth, and self-love. That is not to say that you should pat them on the back for making you feel small or sad. Rather, it is the opposite. Stand up for yourself regardless of what others think or say, and know that you are eternally worthy of love. In essence, you are a wondrous and beautiful being of light and love. You are held in eternal embrace by the soul of creation, loved and valued more than you will ever know. Start to have loving thoughts for yourself. You are perfect just as you are. There is no need to change anything about you except for the perceptions you hold about yourself. Affirm to yourself many times each day, I am love, I am light. I value and honor myself through my thoughts and through all I say and do. The more I love and value myself, the more love and value I attract from those around me. Okay, that really brings to light in the fact that if you are trying to get out of survival mode, you really have to look at who you have around you. and really take a good hard look about whether those people are actually there to help you or if they are hurting you. And I don't mean like physically, because that is a thing. Yes, physically, yes, but the subtle hurts are just as painful. Whether it's words, whether it's emotions, whether it's, emotional or verbal abuse. Those are ones that you don't ever really pay too close attention to until you finally see it. So with those, you really need to take a look at your values and do the people in your life match those values, because you need to come into alignment to be able to get into more of a thriving mental state to see it on the outside. That's interesting, because I personally walked away from everybody. I am a recovered addict, and I had to break ties with everyone in my family and all of the people that I thought were my friends. And I say thought were my friends because of my self-worth and how I viewed myself. I believed that I deserved that those people that were considered to be my friends actually cared about me, until later on when I realized that what true friendship was and what real relationships are supposed to look like, and how mine weren't even close to that. I in turn had to embody those and become the person that I wanted to be friends with. I had to be my own best friend and be my own relationship, my own love, to be able to receive those things. And if the people around you are tearing you down, stand up for yourself and walk away. And if I get anybody on here that is, telling me that they can't, or, I understand. I do. I genuinely do. I have had to do things to walk away and to break ties and to survive on my own while trying to raise 3 kids myself. So I do understand. I do. Just something that you need to be aware of, that you are who you hang out with. And you need to surround yourself with the right people, or if you aren't attracting the right people in, then you need to be alone and learn how to be alone. And believe me, I understand that, because I have had to be alone. And I'm okay with that. It took a long time to get here, but I enjoy it. So, enough of my soapbox. Step down. The fawn. Have love and harmony. This goddess shows us love and compassion, aiding in healing and calming the inner critic. She asks us to seek love and harmony with not only yourself, but with others as well. Sometimes our trauma is the result of our reactions towards others and not how we actually feel ourselves. She asks us to be gentle and kind, to provide benefit to those around us. She asks us to improve all areas of our lives, not just within ourselves, but also those around us. How is your home life? Is it just a shadow of your home growing up? Are you hard on yourself because of your actions towards others? Are you acting out because of unresolved issues within yourself? The deer is asking us to have compassion, to both love and forgive yourself, You didn't know that you didn't know then what you know now. Judging your past based on current knowledge only results in unfair assumptions. She is telling us it is time to comfort our inner child, which is definitely that's part of the healing journey that you need to go through when you start to realign your chakras and you start to heal and you start to come out of that addiction and that trauma-based mentality. It's the compassion you have for yourself will go such a long way. Treat yourself like you would a child, which is very important because that's what you're doing, is you're doing the inner child healing. And again, I'll be posting a lot of the stuff that I have done and worked through to help with other people to go through this as well, because I know how hard it can be, and I myself have been working due diligently to work on my inner child healing and the lining of my chakras and everything in between. And so have faith in yourself in knowing that it's okay to feel the way that you're feeling, and have compassion with yourself. Be kind. You know, if you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like screaming, scream reasonably. I mean, you know, not at someone, but like just, that's okay. But all of these combined will help you on your journey, overcoming difficulties, and help you heal and become one. So, let's go ahead and get thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. What I love about that one, especially, is the color that it's got of the pink and the purple. Because the pink is the higher heart chakra, the 13th chakra. I believe that, and this is just my knowledge on it, is that that's where we speak our loving truth, is from that chakra. That's the same chakra that Jesus spoke from. Not when he was being savage, though. Like, his comebacks were pretty savage, but you know, this is where he came from when he was healing and helping others. That's why some people just have that way of speaking that puts you at ease and makes you feel calm and loved, because their heart, their 13th chakra, is very healthy and strong. And so what it is it's coming all together. Having compassion and kindness for yourself is associated with the universal heart chakra, the 13th chakra. That's exactly the part that you have to connect these two together to be able to heal and combine all of these. And again, associated with love and love. And love is the highest good. Love is the most powerful. And so that love for yourself can look any way. Love for yourself doesn't always have to be, self-care, bubble baths and all that. No. Love for yourself is making those hard choices to free yourself of people that are no longer good for you. Self-love is, quitting a job that is just draining you to find a different job that is more nourishing for you. Self-love is leaving that relationship that is toxic. Self-love is creating a routine that is consistent to your healing. Self-love is eating healthy foods and letting go of more processed foods and having a good sleep schedule. Self-love is being a kid and going out to play if you work too much. That's self-love. There's more on it, but I'll definitely post more about self-love. Yeah. I wish you the best. I have faith in you guys. And I love you. Have a beautiful day. Night. Whatever. Have a beautiful whatever. Love you. Bye-bye.